That's good. Welcome. Let's hear it for Arrington, Dionyso, and Melinda. You were in the room for that. My name's Chris Dillard. I'll be emceeing the rest of your evening tonight. Very happy to be here. Ken asked me to come by. I was happy to help out. You're supporting WFMU. There's not a better thing you could support. So thank you all for being here. Here's one thing I love about WFMU. They put their money where their mouth is. They don't start off their benefit by saying, let's take the most commercial feeling, most traditionally palatable thing and put that up first. They say, let's have a guy play PVC pipes while interpretive dance happens next to it. That's how they start their benefit at WFMU. That's what they start with. That's how they kick things off. That's amazing. Ken asked me to be here. He warned me, he said, emceeing this will largely mean talking while people run to the bathroom and bar in between bands. I get that. I'm not offended. I feel like not only am I psyched to support an organization that I have so much love for, I feel like I owe penance. I feel like I sort of had to say yes. I grew up in West Orange, New Jersey, one town over from WFMU. Thank you. And I spent so much time prank calling WFMU as a teenager that I feel like there was no way I could in good conscience say no. Christie's Aerial View, I personally ruined that show a number of times. My brother, I did prank call Christie a lot. My brother pranked Gerard Cosloy and infuriated him so much that he called back our house on the air and was removed from the station. So my brother ruined a good show, and I feel like I have to be here tonight and help out and do my part. We've got a lot of great bands coming up. Before we do, I want to do as much as I can to get as many people in the room as possible and to get as much energy in the room as possible. I brought some free shit. I'm gonna give it away. This is actual shit from my actual bedroom. Is there anybody who would like to win some free shit right now? Okay, wonderful. The first thing I brought is a book. I just finished it. It's called Marvel Comics, The Untold Story. I read it on a plane. I would say this book is solidly okay if you're into Marvel Comics. That's what I would say. That being said, I hope everybody takes a chance to win it. To win it, you have to answer a real life question. You have to answer trivia that's based on my real life, which no one would know. But whoever gets closest will win this book, which, as I said, is an admittedly pretty decent book about the history of Marvel Comics, arguably the best comic book company of all time. Here's the first question to win exclusively this book that I found pretty good. Earlier this summer, I was dating a girl. We got in a fight on the sidewalk in front of my house. Objectively, and I'm a person who can admit when I'm wrong. I felt like the things I was saying made more sense. That being said, she definitely still won the fight. Why was that? Why did she win a fight even though I feel like I was correct? Anybody? Yell out a guess and you could win this book. Because she's a woman. Incorrect. She probably would have won anyway, but that was not why in that case. Another guess? She cried. She did not cry. She did not kick me in the nuts? You came closest. I looked down and I was standing with both feet in a cartoonishly large pile of dog shit. Congratulations. Getting kicked in the nuts is closest. I hope you enjoy that book. It talks about like Jim Starlin, Marv Wolfman, all the old comic book writers. Second thing, this is another book off my bookshelf. This is The Pacific, which HBO based their second best World War II series, miniseries on, which is a good thing. I have 2 copies of this. One was given to me as a gift. The other I had bought already. So to win this copy of The Pacific, which later turned into HBO's second best World War II miniseries, ladies and gentlemen, just last night, I was at a Rite Aid and I went to buy an item, a 10-pack of an item. And at the counter, I had to, in really shameful fashion, say, no, thank you, I don't need that. Because I was very surprised that this item, it was $44 for a 10-pack. Can anyone guess what that item is? What was that? What kind? You got condoms. What kind? No. Magnum they don't charge extra for. What's that? Flavored? No, lambskin. You have one, gentlemen. Why was I trying to buy lambskin condoms? Who has ever used one of those? I was like, maybe that'll feel better. And then I got to the counter and they said $44. And I was like, you're out of your fucking mind. An animal had to die. An animal had to die for that. $44? I don't think so. I think I'll stick to the ones that break and are unreliable. Thank you. Okay, this next one, I'm interested to see how this goes. This is a copy of Morrissey's 2004 album, You Are the Car. And at a WFMU event, here's the thing about this item. Anybody who likes Morrissey already has owned this for 8 years. You bought it the day it came out. anybody in this room who doesn't like Morrissey really doesn't like Morrissey. This is a discerning music crowd. I like Morrissey. I have a Smiths lyric tattooed on my bicep. I got that this summer. I'm 32 years old. I didn't need to get a Smiths tattoo. I already had one Smiths tattoo. Didn't need to do that. I moved to Greenpoint, Brooklyn this summer, bought these glasses, and got another Smiths tattoo. I'm the worst. I'm the worst thing about Brooklyn. I'm the worst. Okay. To win a Morrissey album that I assume most people in here either already own or actively do not want, here's the final question. I played basketball recently. I went to shoot a three-pointer, my opponent blocked me, which is embarrassing to have a three-pointer block. Then my opponent chased down the ball, got it as I grabbed for it. Then my opponent dribbled down court, stepped back, shot the same shot while grinning at me, and then made fun of me. It's even worse than it sounds. Can you guess why? Dwarf, great guess. My brother, better guess. That would be humiliating. No? What's that?
It was your ex-girlfriend.
A 12-year-old kid. I wish it was a 12-year-old kid. Any more guesses? My mom, you have come closest. It was a 5'3" female. It was a 5'3" female who blocked my shot and then hit the same shot over me. My mother is 5'2", but we'll give it to you. Congratulations. Are you a Morrissey fan? No, not into him at all. You're not a hater, but you're not into him. Well, enjoy placing drinks on that or placing it in the garbage can on your way out of this event. That's, I think a lot of people have shown up in here, but it's not about me giving away random objects and being a rambling weirdo. It's about the bands tonight. Are you guys ready for your next band? Yeah! Wonderful! I'm sure that many people who like WFMU are very familiar with the person who's going to lead the charge with our next band. Along with her sister, she was a member of the legendary Shags, who in the 70s put out Philosophy of the World, which I think for many people in this room is something that we've taken a lot of joy in. There's a whole gang of musicians joining here to replicate that music. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Wiggin Band.
Spotlight.
Start Wiggin, ladies and gentlemen. No.
This next song I wrote in memory and honor of my sister Helen.